Fighting dementia together. Through collaboration, UEA researchers are transforming dementia diagnosis, prevention, treatment and care. The brain is marvellous. We carry a supercomputer on our shoulders capable of powering the physical operation of our body, performing complex thought and processing emotions and feelings that are yet to be fully understood. Yet as we grow older, dementia can interfere with our brains. Globally, the World Health Organization estimates that up to 8% of over 60s will have the disease and experience a decline in memory, language, problem solving, judgment and other thinking skills. It is the biggest healthcare challenge of our time. That's why UEA is launching a major new fundraising initiative to raise £1 million to back groundbreaking dementia research and support our team of expert scientists working under one roof to tackle the debilitating disease. The project represents yet another exciting new direction for the Difference campaign. I always loved working with older people, explains Michael Hornberger, Professor of Applied Dementia Research and founder of the Dementia Research Laboratory at UEA. When I started, my colleagues didn't understand, but I was fascinated by how our life develops and how our brain changes with age. Now, of course, things have caught up and dementia is a pressing topic. I'm originally from Germany. I came over to University College London to do a PhD on memory, and from there I took up a research position at Cambridge University before helping to set up a dementia centre in Sydney, Australia. Then I was recruited here to UEA. UEA seemed like a vibrant place to build our own space. I loved the motto of do different. It's how I already work. And being based in Norfolk gives us the chance to support the local population, which has the third highest average age in the UK. In the old days, everything was focused on diagnosis. Now it's shifted and we work on two research streams. One, where we support people following a diagnosis, investigating what happens to them over time. And one, for people at risk of dementia, to try and delay or prevent its onset, called pre-clinical research. We now have evidence that you can reduce the risk of developing dementia by 30% if you know that people are at risk early enough. Our research could give doctors a much longer therapeutic window to prevent, delay or lessen the disease's impact. Often, the symptoms of dementia are very subtle, which means you need a lot of data to notice small differences. We've come up with a novel approach to help collect a larger amount of research data. We want to launch a game for smartphones that people can play to help measure their memory. We will detect the very earliest symptoms of dementia that people might have and create a benchmark dataset. I'm a big fan of gamification in science, the application of game-playing elements to research. Scientific tests can be boring to do, but by turning them into a game, we find that participants are a lot more engaged. It's a technique we previously used with great success when we developed Sea Hero Quest, an app that allowed us to collect data from 4.5 million people worldwide. This amount of data equates to hundreds of years' worth of lab research. Our network has fundamentally changed experimental research, something I invite funders to be part of. My aim right now is to create a preclinical research test that can be used by medical professionals to open up new opportunities or point us towards other solutions. When I arrived at UEA, I met Professor Anne-Marie Minahan and I learned more about her pioneering preclinical dementia studies. Professor Minahan's current work looks at the effects of a healthy diet and exercise on dementia risk. Risk factors for the disease are complex, but there are some promising signs that keeping the heart healthy may reduce the chances of dementia developing. Hopefully, we'll discover which dietary components and patterns promote brain vitality as we age and reduce dementia risk. We have also begun recruiting some of the UK's best experts in the field of dementia to the university to join in the project and look at the disease from different angles. Firstly, Dr. Michael Gray is looking at sport-related head injuries in our SCORES project. It's well established that traumatic brain injury can lead to dementia, but his research focuses on repeated microtraumas caused by heading footballs. Our research will study former professional and amateur players, as well as those who never played a contact sport, to better understand the link to neurodegeneration. We hope early detection will lead to a better quality of life for those with dementia. Second, we are building a brain imaging centre to help us study and understand the brain and early signs of dementia. The centre, which is funded by Wellcome Trust and the Wolfson Foundation, uses state-of-the-art equipment like an MRI scanner. If we can find out how to detect changes in the brain that begin years before dementia symptoms present themselves, we could build early diagnostic tools, delay the onset of dementia, and help people enjoy happy, healthy lives with their loved ones. Lastly, Dr. Alpar Lazar's research is focusing on risk factors in sleep. We know that sleep is very important for dementia development and that sleep deficits are early markers in certain brain disorders. We want to open an advanced sleep brain clinic where we can study what happens to people's brains during the night and when they are sleep deprived. Our ultimate goal is to discover whether improving sleep could slow dementia's onset. UEA's dementia research will be a major focus of our fundraising over the coming year, with an ambitious target of £1 million. We are determined to make a real impact at speed, making dementia research an extremely exciting prospect. We invite generous philanthropists to nurture this project's development from the beginning. Dementia will touch us all. That's why the responsibility for better diagnosis and treatment is everyone's to share.